Hello and welcome. I'm Howard Ware, and I was asked to give a testimonial for Sidekick Traders, and I was more than happy to do so. In fact, if at the end of this you decide you want to join up for their free 2-week trial, you'll see that I was actually the first person to do a testimonial on the Discord itself, and I'm going to be going over a couple of things of why I feel that this is definitely one of the better trading groups out there. First and foremost, I know a lot of you have tried different groups, a lot of hype, a lot of pump and dump, a lot of this, a lot of that. And I'll be honest, the last group I got into, I'll keep it nameless, but after 2 weeks, the person who was running it started calling himself the Admiral. He started naming his people that were paying him sergeants and lieutenants, and then got totally PO'd when they failed to let him know that there was actually a stock that was moving quickly that day, and pretty much put them all on notice that they had failed. So I'm like, this is not really what I signed up for, nor is it what the people who are trying to learn really need when you're trying to basically take advantage of what the market has to offer and not be berated for it because you didn't follow along with the Admiral's suggestions. So with that being said, let me tell you about Sidekick Traders. I signed up for this. I guess I've been about 3 months now, and I'm like a lot of you. I was doing okay in the market. I'm not trying to make a living at it. For me, it's more of a kind of a side hustle, so to speak. But profits come, profits go. Again, wasn't paying a lot of attention to it, but knew that I needed to step up my game. So, like a lot of you who'll find this, I was on Facebook, saw the invite for the group for the free 2-week trial, and said, hey, what the heck? And man, could I not be happier. I'm going to touch on a couple of things here after I mention some of the people in the group, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at the news that I have to share with you. First and foremost, this is probably the most laid back and intellectual group of traders that I have ever had the pleasure of dealing with. You've got people with Wall Street knowledge, people basically with what I call street knowledge. They learn how to trade, by the seat of their pants, trial and error. And to be honest, I'm happy with that. A lot of times I'll take street smarts over book smarts any day of the week. And I'm going to name a couple of the people in the group. Of course, you've got Russell. He helped get this group going off the ground. He will answer you pretty much 24/7. I'm grateful for that. Kind of a jack of all trades. He helps keep things going. You've got Marion. God bless Marion. Mom of two, I believe. One of those kind of learned by the seat of her pants. And if you are into scalping penny stocks, she is the lady for you. And she is another one of those that will give you advice 24/7. I don't know when she sleeps. I'm starting to think she's part vampire. But again, one of the nicest people you'd ever have the pleasure of meeting, especially for a Discord group, knowing that she knows nothing about you, but she treats you like family. Malcolm. Can't say enough about him, and to be honest, he is one of the reasons I initially joined the group. Couple things I'll touch on with Malcolm. One, he does have brokerage knowledge, some Wall Street knowledge, has worked in that field. Two, he was doing gap trading with an extremely, almost an obscene success rate. It was pushing 85, 90%, and I'll admit that was my first incentive to join this group. But unlike a lot of people who trying to act like a bear in a china shop or a bull in a china shop when things aren't going right, with the market correction, things changed, and he's like, you know what, guys, let's not risk your money on bad trades. He honed his skills on a couple things, tried a few new things, and he's back to doing slightly different type of trading, but without jeopardizing our money. I can't say enough about that. So it's nice to see people who will take changing market conditions and change with them. You have to be able to do that if you're going to survive in this. So was pleasantly surprised with that. Another amazing trader, if you are into options, and of course Malcolm does options as well, but is Michelle. Her military style, which she was in the military, is amazing. It's just get in, make the money, get out. She will actually swing things for a little bit more of a trade if you're a little bit more higher risk tolerance. those 20, 30% returns are nice to see. And again, another person who is more than helpful to give advice. I could go on and on. You've got Matt, he's a Tesla king. Josh, another person who's amazing with options, and all of them will be more than happy to help you out. Like I said, I have direct messaged all of them, and if they're not online, they get back with me shortly, and I'm very, very pleased with that. So let me touch on how this has changed what I've been doing, and I'm going to post a couple of screenshots here, actually off my cell phone. But year-to-date income, everybody wants to know, okay, Howard, you joined it. Well, how does $70,000 year-to-date profits, and this is March 15th, 16th, sound to you? And a lot of people are going to be going, dang, okay, that's nice. Well, what did you start with? And I do what I do every year, January the 1st, I reset my account to $25,000 to avoid the pattern day trader rule, and I go with that. So I'm currently sitting, $95-ish thousand. Again, amazing result. And I'll admit this is not typical. I wrote some things out that I believed in the companies a little bit more, but these are the results I would never have achieved without the help of this amazing group. And they actually taught me a few things, and I'm going to share with you. I'll keep this kind of short and sweet, but 3 things. First of all, paper trade, paper trade, paper trade. I'm telling you, if you are not comfortable with trading or you're new to it, take advantage and do your paper trading. It is a necessary evil, but you do not want to be jeopardizing your money, your family's money on something that you are trying to learn. And there's a different mindset with that because it's not real money. I'm going to show you another image here, but I took the $1 million that Webull offers, turned it into $6.5 million. I think as of last it's dropped a bit, but again, there's no pressure there, so it's a good way to learn. Another thing you're going to want to do, and Malcolm especially preaches this, is have some cash reserves to be able to average down. With stocks, it's important. With options, it's extremely important. If you're familiar with options, and I'll be honest, I wasn't doing as many before I got started on this, but options have a tendency of tanking pretty quick. It's easy to watch them drop 50% before they shoot to the moon, as everybody on StockTwits wants to say. So it helps to be able to take your average, bring that down, have some money in reserve to be able to do that, watching your profits grow at that point. Can't recommend that enough. And in this last market correction, that's basically what saved my biscuits. And I'm like everybody else. I took a huge hit. I'll show you a screenshot of that as well. I have a tendency of taking screenshots to remind myself of where I'm going, what happened, and how I got there. And at my worst, was down 20K in that 2-week span. So yes, I was not immune to it, but I did take advantage of averaging down on several things, and it definitely helped a lot. So, it's something that you should do, and just again, take advice from the people in the group. It will help tremendously. Third, and this is also a big one, is allow yourself an exit strategy. Don't just go in blindly wondering, okay, when do I get out of this? Malcolm's very good on that. Actually, all of them are, to be honest. And that was one of the worst things I had, and they preach this very much in the Discord is, it's great, okay, the money's going up, but how are you getting out? Do you get out all at once? What several people recommend, and I do as well, if it's the FOMO, the fear of missing out on that, that moonshot run, so to speak. If you've made good profit, at least sell what you have into the stock. So if you put $1,000 in it, hey, take that $1,000 profit out, let some more ride. What I like to do is just keep 10% of a stock and just leave it. If it's a home run, a moonshot, GME, for example, hey, enjoy the ride. And if it tanks, hey, you've still made your money. It's just a little blip on your trading radar. And again, I wouldn't have done this without the Discord. So again, can't say enough for this group. Again, 70K profits. I'm not going to be seeing that pretty much anywhere else. And I should state also, I was not paid for this. However, Russell did promise me Lamborghini for everybody who signs up for the 2-week trial, so I hope that you do that. Kind of disappointed me when he told me that they were Hot Wheels. It's a little cheap shot, Russell, but hey, it is what it is. I should have known. So, but you know what? A Lamborghini collection is still a Lamborghini collection, so I'll take it. And something that I like to tell everybody, and it also revolves around stocks, is this. Don't let anyone who's failed to achieve their dreams keep you from achieving yours. Let that sink in a little bit, because I'm sure many of you know somebody who got in the stock market, got burned. They followed blindly with somebody, and they're out, and they didn't achieve their dreams. And now they're wanting to bash your dreams. Oh, you're going to lose everything. I can't believe you're risking the college money, the this money, the that money. Look, take your time, learn this, and you will be more than okay. But it is not an overnight get rich quick scheme. You've got to do your homework. Ask people in this group. They are all extremely friendly, and you'll do fine. So with that being said, I'm out of here. Hey, definitely sign up for the 2-week free trial. You've got nothing to lose. Once you get in there, hey, hook me up. Again, I'm Howard. Happy to help you with anything. And with that being said, look forward to seeing you in the chat room.